Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Jazzy, getting jazzy with jazz. And if y'all want to have a good time, YouTube family, just like I do, come on over. And I need y'all to go ahead and do this for me, like, comment, and subscribe. And then we're going to get the party started. Hey, good afternoon, YouTube family. So I'm bringing out, and I know I'm a little late because today is Thursday and the show came on Peacock yesterday. I wrote my notes yesterday. Didn't have the strength to do it yesterday because it was my mom's birthday yesterday. So I was just trying to, decompress because we had a good time, including we went to see Jurassic Park Rebirth. It was a good movie in 3D. I'm telling y'all need to go watch that movie. But that's not what this review gonna be about. It's gonna be about Next Gen New York, episode 6, season 1. And it starts with Georgia and Omar and Hudson and Amara. Ariana. And they just talking and stuff, just chopping it up and just having, general conversation, and then just saying what did they think about Charlie, and how did they feel about Charlie. And I was thinking, well, Charlie, he is a lost case, he is a lost cause. I promise you, he's a lost cause. I mean, that's all it is to it. Let me take these off because it's a glare. But Charlie is a lost cause, and I can't say nothing more about him, but he is a 29-year-old spoiled brat, and he still receives allowance from his dad. I had to put this wig on too, by the way. I just feel like when I do this, when I do Next Gen New York, I gotta be like in the New York vibe and stuff like that. I know that this is the Pittsburgh shirt that I'm in, but I don't have no New York Jets. I don't have anything for New York. I don't have anything for New York that I could put on. I just got Pittsburgh, so I have to accept this. But Georgia and Omar and Hudson and Amara, they were all just talking about how Charlie just act a complete at all times, and he just act like a spoiled rich child and stuff like that. And then talking about how he just utterly disrespected Georgia, and he said that she was poor, he said she was broke, and he said that just running her down. And I didn't like that, and I said that in the last episode. I didn't like how he was treating and acting with her. And I just know that she's a forgiving person. And I just know if it was up to me, I wouldn't forgive nothing that Charlie is saying. Because he just do too much. Absolutely too much. And then Georgia feels, of course, she feels the group in. And Charlie said that she grew up in a lower, so Georgia, excuse me, not Charlie. Georgia said that she grew up in the lower parts of New York. And she said that she will be going to, the Jersey Shore party that they're having. And it's in the Jersey Shore. They gonna go ahead. And everything got time I think about the shore party, New Jersey, Jersey Shore. I just be thinking about Jersey Shore, and then I'll be thinking about fist pump, fist pump, fist pump, fist pump. I used to watch this show. So I like Jersey Shore. You heard me say used to. I don't watch it no more. I think I done grew out of it. Because I ain't do nothing but get drunk, drink, fight each other, and go to the club. And then she just was pretty much just saying that she just feels like Charlie's mindset and things. I mean, I know how she feels. And she didn't even have to say nothing much but what she said. And I got how she felt that episode, the previous episode, and I get how she feeling now. Because it's like, if you're supposed to be somebody's friend, then you have to have the mental stability, and you have to be nice to people first and foremost, because he's not a nice person. He's spoiled, and if it's like his way or the highway. And I'm like, Charlie, you can't be, as a 29-year-old, you just can't go through life just thinking that it's supposed to work like that, and it's your way or the highway. And he acted like this whole episode. And I just said, my heart goes out to you, Georgia. And I know people make mistakes and stuff like that. I'm not saying that she's perfect. I'm not saying that he's perfect, because he definitely not. And he don't care that he ain't perfect. And he just think that he can have, people to lean on. Ava, Damon Dash's daughter. And she's just a sweet girl. He just feels like he just uses his friends as a crutch. And hey, I'm just gonna say that, and we're gonna move on. Ariana, she welcomes her mom, Kim Zolciak. And I'm like, baby, when I saw Kim Zolciak Bierman, she shows up and she arrives, and then Ariana says that you look thinner as usual, as the last time that I saw you. And she said that she will be sleeping in the guest room on the beanbag. And she said, that's all I have. That's all I have. And I'm like, yeah, because you didn't ask for money out of this girl ever since she been able to make money. You didn't took the money. And then Croy, he didn't took the money. Y'all just didn't bled this child dry. And she's still a sweet girl, and she always just say that it's always going to be her mom. It's always going to be her mom. She's always going to have her back. And, of course, Hudson, he told her that she needs to be able to separate the motherly role and the financial role. And you can't just confuse it between. And that will confuse her, and she pretty much is confused. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And I just don't like how Kim takes advantage. But I'm going to get more into her in this episode, because she was in this whole episode. And then Kim says that she will see and know how she sleeps when she wakes up. And then Ariana says, well, no, Mom, it's okay. I'm going to get you a hotel. And I said, why? Why, girl? Why? Okay. I said, okay, you got the money. I don't got the money. You say you got it. You say you got the money. And Hudson did say he never understood why she didn't have her own bank account. And Ariana, she says that last thing she knew that, I'm gonna tell you, she said last thing she knew when she was 21 years old, when her parents was pretty much divorcing and calling it quits. And she thinking that she was going to have, money from the brand deals. And she says, and thought that she was coming up in the world before her dad tells her that she has no money. That's what her daddy told her, that she didn't have no money. And I said, wow. And then Kim says, we need to pray for a buyer for this house. The house that she got. And then she said, as soon as possible. And she said that she dropped it to $4 million. And she is done. And it needs to be sold. And the thing is, Croy don't care. And I understand that Croy don't care. Because he ain't got no rights to that house and all that stuff. I'm like, Kim. And Croy's family didn't like you too. Y'all know, that his family always thought that you was trailer park trash. And that's what it's out. Yeah. And then Hudson, like I said, Hudson reiterates that she needs to separate the mom relationship and the financial relationship. And then Ariana says that she wants her friends to meet at Little Italy. And she wants her friends to meet Kim. And then Ariana says that she doesn't know if she told her that she saw Candy. And then the color, when I tell you the color dropped from Kim's face, like this white in this shirt, it just was like, and you know, she got a little plastic surgery too. So when she do this, see, I had cheekbones, but she just said, and I'm like, girl, stop it. You know you owe that lady money. You know you owed Candy money. And then she says that if you think you will be bringing Candy, you got another thing coming. And I'm like, oh, no. No. We ain't finna start this Housewives of Atlanta stuff now. Because I liked you at the beginning, Kim, when you was in the Housewives of Atlanta. But when I saw how you was moving, and when I saw just your whole nature, when I saw how you was on that side, I'm just going to say, y'all know what that side is. And then, like I said, Ariana said that she appreciates how that her and Riley can remain friends, because she said that her and Riley were friends, like best friends. They used to go on trips together. They were kids. They grew up together, like literally. They did. And Candy don't have an issue. She don't have a problem. She never has an issue. She never had a problem. It was always Kim that was always, oh, she did this, she did that. Then she said, well, Ariana, you can't have her there because she sued me. And I'm like, rightfully so. Because that song that Candy wrote for her and sang with her to make it sound better than it sounded when she initially did it. It was like an old country hit song. And then she kind of put a hip hop stance on it. Candy is a good songwriter. She's a good songwriter, and she's wrote for so many different artists. TLC, yes, she have TLC. And then she's wrote songs, of course, for Escape. So we're not gonna do that. And then Candy and then Tiny, they both wrote No Scrubs. They both had a hand in No Scrubs, TLC's top song. So I'm like, girl, don't even act like you was, bringing in the money and that was your idea. And don't even act like that you got over $100,000 out of the song and you gave Candy $3,000. And you thought that was right. So I'm gonna always feel that kind of way, because no, that was not right. And you can't manipulate Ariana to feel like she did something wrong. And then Riley showed up. And I said, And that song tardy for the party. And then Riley shows up. And, well, hold on. She says that she found a buyer for her clothing line. And Kim starts to put, you know how the canned trees that say shh, 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 shh. And she was just interrupting everything that she was saying to deflect, because it was a whole lot of deflection going on in that conversation. I'm like, her putting that cheese on that cracker like that was a whole big round of deflection. And I'm like, girl, stop. Because anybody that used to watch Housewives of Atlanta years and years ago, they know exactly how you were with Candy. So you can't, girl, it's like, girl, stop. And then it goes back to Ava and Charlie, and they're both looking for a clothing store for outfits for, she said, I'm looking for a clothing outfits for my how you doing, best friend. And she says, a stylish, how you doing, queer man. And I said, And then Charlie says that he has never seen Jersey Shore. And he says that it's nothing but ugly chicks and buff dudes beating each other up. He said, sounds like her peed. And it sounds like, okay. And then he said, sounds like her peed added to me. I don't know what I was trying to say. But the whole point is, Charlie got an issue with even going to Jersey Shore. And then what happened is Ava couldn't go. And he just was so out of sorts. He was so out of sorts because Ava didn't go. And I'm like, you don't have to go for you to have a good time. You just don't get along with nobody, Charlie. You don't get along with nobody at all. And nobody in the group likes you. Nobody in the group likes you. I know Riley don't care for him. I know Georgia don't care for him. And then everything, I guess everybody else, let me just say this, everybody else, they put up with him. And I'm like, stop lying, Charlie, please. And I'm like, ain't nobody did nothing to you. And I'm talking about stop lying because he know darn well that he didn't bid. So he just needs something to say. And then Ava says that she may not go because they changed her date, her date for her to go to her event. And she said it is around, she said it is an hour. So they pretty much changed her her job, her modeling job that she had to do around the time that they had the trip to go to the shore, Jersey Shore. That's pretty much it. And then Charlie says that her and Dylan are here and will not be there. And that's what he was saying. He just needs somebody to be there with him. And he did say that he need both of them to be there to double team and team up on, have his back pretty much if ain't nobody else got his back. And like I said, he done tore his drawers with every single person on that show. And it's like nobody takes the stance to him and nobody corrects him like they should correct him. They just let him just do him, just ignore him, just ignore him, just ignore him. And then I said, And then she said that Jersey to the Hamptons is a 4-hour drive. And Charlie says you can just get in the car. Just get in the car and you'll be there in no time. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. And I'm like, all right. And anyway, it says they skate over to Gia. And she tells her mom that she is going to Jersey Shore for Brooks's birthday. And I'm like, Judice. Teresa Judice is her mom. Let me look and see. No, I think I probably got it wrong. One of them is either Meredith. I believe it's Meredith. And Ariana walks down to Little Italy with Kim. Kim had them flats on. I'm like, okay, girl, if you can walk in flats in New York, go for it. And they go onto it. It's an Italian restaurant, of course, and the restaurant is called Danico. And of course, it's an Italian restaurant. And Ariana says that how Charlie didn't pay the $14,000 bill. It left a stance on everybody that was at that table. And it's like, he knew he didn't have no money. Why would you be sitting up there buying all this stuff and left the bill on everybody? He didn't have no money because his daddy hadn't given him his allowance. So that's exactly why he didn't pay the bill. And then Charlie says that he wanted Ariana and Hudson talked about how he wanted to F his girlfriend. And like, that's supposed to be respectful, if that's supposed to be okay. And I'm like, dude, He just think that I'm like, he just so trashy. He just so nasty. He's so disgusting. The man that job is a crypto keeper. Works in cryptocurrency. And then Brooks is getting ready for his trip. And then Georgia getting ready for her trip. And then Georgia says that if it wasn't for Brooks, she wouldn't be going. And then Gia says that it's what Gia said, that if it wasn't for Brooks, she wouldn't be going. Georgia was getting ready, and then Ariana and Hudson are both packing for the trip. And then Charlie, Chloe, and Brooks, they say that Kate is working in Bali, and then says that it's working in Bali, living her best life. So Brooks says his mom is in Bali and she living her best life, so she ain't gonna be there. And then everybody arrives in the Jersey Shore, and Charlie gets a text. Charlie gets a text about, are they gonna make up or not? So he texts Georgia, are we gonna make up or not? And I'm like, he's so lackadaisical about, are we gonna make up or not? That's not how it's supposed to work, Charlie. And it's like, people have feelings. And it's like, if you can't match nobody's feelings, and if you just think it's supposed to be, okay, we gonna make up or not? We ain't gonna make up. We ain't gonna make up. Blah, blah. I'm like, Charlie, shut up. Be quiet. Because you're not a child. I'm gonna keep reiterating the fact that he's 29 years old and spoiled as hell. And then, but anyway, when they arrive at the house, everybody is, packing and finding their rooms and unpacking and finding their rooms and just pretty much getting ready for the night. And Riley says that she is going to keep her distance from Charlie, and she hugs, and then Charlie, he side hug Riley, like that's supposed to be okay, and asks Georgia something not important, because it ain't important. He just be doing a whole lot of this. I'm like, Charlie, be quiet. And then Brooks gets the TT from Georgia, and he said, what happened between her and Brooks? And then she spills the tea, and she pretty much told him how Brooks was so disrespectful, and he rolled up on that skateboard, and he just rolled up on the skateboard to get something to eat. And when I tell you, when she didn't give him that speaker, then that's when he went to berating her and calling her poor and all that stuff, and saying that if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't be this, she wouldn't be that. I'm like, be quiet, be quiet. And then Gia asks Charlie, does he ever get tired of being in drama? And Charlie says that if he does not want to be in anything, he just gets up and leaves. And I'm like, rightfully so, because I'm like, WTF, that's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing the whole season. The whole time I've been reviewing this show for y'all, he always get up and, okay, well, if it's not going to be this, it's not going to be that, I'm just going to get up and leave. I'm just going to get up and leave. I can say what I want to say. I can say what the hell I want to say. And whether you be offended or not. I can say whatever I want to say, whether y'all are offended or not. I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Because he have to know that it's going to be a day and it's going to be a time, and he going to come across the right person, and then they going to give him a piece of their mind, and then they going to tell him some stuff that he ain't going to like and all that. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. And then Charlie he's starting again with Georgia. And Gia says that it is like the wild, wild west. And she said Charlie started saying that, what do you mean? Everyone is upset with me? Everyone is upset with me? I thought that I was cool. It was cool. Only you and Riley were upset. And I'm like, that's what you thought. And then Georgia just says that, she says that he says that he just want to go home. And Gia said, if you leave, then it will be a full-blown fire blowout. And he then says that he does not care. And I said, oh, Lord, Jesus have mercy. He said he don't care. He said leave him be. And I'm like, leave him alone, leave him be for now. Like, for real, for real. Y'all can't. It's like he's a person where he not going to be happy unless it's a fire. He not going to be happy unless somebody is, you know, not on, you know, his level. He just, I'm trying to think of the word. He thinks that he's better than people. And he thinks that just because he has the right to get an allowance, then it's all up to, I mean, he can say and do what he want to do. And Charlie is down there saying that, is this the shore? This isn't nothing. Everyone wondering where he is. And like, this not the shore. This ain't nothing. It's not this. It's this, not this elaborate. It's not elaborate. It's not elaborate. It's not elaborate. It's not elaborate. I'm like, boy, please. And then they were asking, they said, where's Charlie? Where's Charlie? And then he just, after he was talking to some random man down there about how the shore's supposed to be and how it's not, and the parts of Jersey Shore and stuff, then he just reappears saying, hello, and looking the other way. So he said, hello, looking the other way. Then they said they trying to take pictures, and he doing just what I'm doing, looking the opposite way. And Chloe is getting a magician to lighten the mood. Then Amira and Ariana are trying to ignore everything that Charlie is saying. And Ariana is defending Charlie. And I'm like, girl, how you gonna defend him? So she defending Charlie, right? And Amira is in a really, let me see, because all these A names. Amira is in a really pissy mood. And then Brooks tried to have a good time. And he was like, okay, so if I get this drink, I don't have any straws. If I can get this drink, and if this is going to happen like this. He just really tried to think about other stuff than that drama, because they like literally at the table screaming and hollering. And he just tunes it out. And I'm like, how can you tune it out? They just up there just acting a complete fool. And then, like I said, he said he feels like what's in, he started saying, ooh, I wonder what's in this drink. And it was just so funny. He is like the life of the party. He is hilarious. I just love Brooks. And I promise you, he tried to stay out of all of the mess. He may be may be a queen, or he may be, you know, homosexual. He may be a queer man or whatever, but he's one of the most unproblematic queer men, and I like it. And then, mind you, they are drinking now. They drinking now, and that's why it was and I'm like, they drinking. And Georgia says to Riley that you say you don't have a problem at all with Charlie, and got your fact. And then Riley said, hold on. I don't have a problem at all with Charlie. And to get your facts straight. And then Gia then says, the poor kid, he is sitting at dinner. So shut the STFU. Shut the F up, is what she said. I ain't finna say that. I'm not finna say the word, because I don't want, better yet, she said, shut the fuck up. And then Riley said, huh? Okay, pause. She said, then she says, this poor kid, he's 29 years old. Who gives a fuck? That's what she said. And this kind of thing, like, it's always with the people on this show. They give Charlie too much of a pass. And he is a spoiled. He's so spoiled, it don't make no sense. And I don't know how they can deal with him, because he too darn spoiled, and it don't make a bit of sense why they are okay with him acting the way that he acts. And that was they about to start giving me to the point to where I'm gonna be like, Next Gen, season 1, episode 6. And I'm just finna say, the episode needed to be about called Hold the Liquor. Hold the Liquor. Because it's like when they, and the whole thing is, it's Charlie. He's all in the root of every single thing. And I hope that next season, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna keep watching it. It's funny. It's enjoyable to me. But I just be looking just to see the stance of how people handle their issues and problems as, kids, younger adults. And Charlie is just so, he just, And I forgot to tell y'all that Hudson, at that time, at the very beginning, when all of them was sitting down, they was trying to figure out why Charlie is so upset. And Hudson was saying, he's mad at you? Or was this, he was saying it, and then Brooke said over a speaker. But not Charlie, but Hudson, basically, he's the one who said, so all of this is over a speaker. And she told him, yes, over a speaker. And the whole point is, Charlie, you got your speaker back. So you still just want to have an issue with her. You still want to berate her, which is not okay. But that was the show, y'all. Next Gen, New York, season 1, episode 6. Whew, janky. Bye, YouTube family. I'm about to upload this now. And YouTube, that was the video. And what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, YouTube family.